Vikings at Bills. There's been very little movement in their team, the two teams' futures. There's been a 5-cent move towards the over, which is something that I'm on, just a 5-cent move towards the over. But in this game, we saw the Bills open up at -2.5, and that quickly turned into a 3-point spread, three-point favorites for the Minnesota Vikings. We've also seen this total shoot up from 33 to 35. Donnie, right side, Vikings, Buffalo Bills.
You know what's interesting about this game? These are some of the few games that you can really take a look at, because when you try to analyze, it's not so much, Jimmy, about the backup quarterback, especially veteran backup quarterbacks, where maybe in weeks 1, 2, or 3 you like, because you're trying to knock the rust off these guys. You have to get them ready for the season. They do want to still see live bullets and get after it. But when I look at this football game, when you're looking at Buffalo and just say, you know what, what's their depth chart going to be like in this game? Josh Allen, he's probably not going to play in this game at all. But you say, wait, Matt Barkley, they've been playing well in the preseason. This actually isn't the time to get your backup quarterback playing time, because what's the last scenario that you can't have entering into the season? Hey, let me just play Matt Barkley 4 quarters, and he's going to be my backup. Oh, he just got hurt. Well, let's see if we can surf around and find another guy. You got to protect him. So you might be looking at a huge shot at Tyree Jackson for 3.5 quarters in this football game. And when you look on that Minnesota side, they got a little bit of gunslingers down there on the chart that the team's going to see like, hey, let me see what you got in this game for, because if you do get hurt, we're probably going to come up with a mysteriously injury to IR you anyway to keep you in the fold here. I like Minnesota in this game.
And the market does as well. Whale Capper, a 5.5-point move towards the Vikings and 2 points over to the total going over. What do you see here in this spot, Whale Capper?
Yeah, strong agree with Donnie on this one. I'm a charter member of the Slaughterhouse Hive. This guy's got a shot to unseat the incumbent backup quarterback and potentially be the future of quarterback play down in Minnesota if Kirk Cousins washes out after next season. So this is a good chance for him to really kind of establish himself. I've liked what I've seen from him from a passing standpoint. He's done it against backup defenses, so it's not really like you can tell all of that much. But the fact that in live game action he's making good decisions is huge. So this is a Minnesota or nothing for me.
Minnesota or nothing. And quickly, as quick as possible, first to Donnie and then the Whale Capper. Do you agree with this 2-point move to the over, Donnie?
I do agree with it, because I think Minnesota's going to be slinging it around out there. I think they're going to be playing with a little bit of abandon, because, again, you're talking about a different thing. Like, we're just trying to get to the season. They actually have some quarterbacks on the bottom of that roster they still want to evaluate. I think they'll dial up some plays for Minnesota. I like the over here.
We have Alex Smith joining us. Great to see Alex Smith in the chat. He says Vikings also have position battles at running back, punt, kick returner, along with a kicker battle as well. Whale Capper, you agree with this total move?
I actually am on the other side. I think I'm leaning under here, and mostly just because the Vikings have defensive depth. Their defensive coaching personnel have been able to coach up replacement level guys into kind of competent roster position guys across the defense. So this has every whiff of Buffalo getting stoned.